Hello everyone, my name is Jacob and I'm going to show you how to use a teacher resource called Kahoot. Kahoot is a fun technology game for trivia and review on tests, and um, as a student coming up in middle school, high school, even college, Kahoot is something that I used as a student that really allowed me to review my knowledge and to be a little bit more competitive with my other fellow students. So I'm going to share my screen here and we are going to go through what Kahoot looks like. So here we go. So here's the website. So you can go home and there's a bunch of things you can do here. There's basically a web of all the different quizzes that we could look up. So let's say that um, I'm new to Kahoot and I want to look up photosynthesis. So I'm going to go to the science page right here, and then I'm going to look up photosynthesis. And let's say I'm trying to put this one, right? Give it 1 second to load. Oh, my apologies. It should be right. And right here you can see the type of questions that are being asked. So if I wanted to click on this question, I can see which answers are right. So obviously the yellow circle is right and everyone else is wrong. And if I wanted to use it, I can just start the game. So yeah, it's really helpful if you are looking for Kahoots on the fly, or of course you can make your own. So if we go to my page, I actually made a Kahoot for us. Um, so right here, this is something on the solar system, right? So um, there's 20 seconds per question I set it to, and the options for me in this are the multiple choice and the true or false questions, right? Um, and if I wanted to make a question, let's just say, um, let me go back to the library and edit it. The one on the bottom is a personal one that I used a couple years ago with friends during quarantine. So you can use it for fun too. So let's just add another question here. And you see on the free version, there's the quiz of the true or false, but there's also, you can type your answer and there can be polls and stuff. So it's not exclusive to just multiple choice, which is also really another good feature. Um, but let's do a quiz question. And let's say this question on the would be, what is the biggest planet in our solar system? So the 4 options. I can add as many up to 4. So let's just do Mars, Saturn, Neptune, and Jupiter. So obviously Jupiter is the correct answer, and you can also have more than one correct answer too. That's another good thing too. So it's not just one answer, right? So we're going to save that. So now that we have this Kahoot ready, let's try and play it, right? So um, you have 2 options and another option. I'm gonna play like here. So I guess one of the cons about Kahoot is that, well, I think that it's a game based on speed, so people get points based on speed. So that's kind of a con, just because if uh, students might be trigger happy and just trying to win instead of actually trying to get the right answer. But I also think that it's a good way for students to get involved. So you see, we can even do you can do team mode. So if like several students are all around one cellular device or one computer, they can collaborate. Um, and also, I think it does a good job of giving you time to review your answers, right? So let's go to the class mode. And so I have my phone here, and I'm gonna just look it up. Look up the game pin on the Kahoot.it. And I'm gonna enter the pin number. And so this could be another way for students to use their phone and just get a break from, the rest of the school day where they're just sitting down and not using their phone. So I think it's also like a good break. Okay, so we're gonna start. So there's 5 questions or 6 questions. I'm gonna try to answer it as quickly as I can. Right. A little bit of buffering on my end. So if you can see my phone here, it says I got the answer right. So maximum is 1,000 points, but since I was a little slow to answer, I got 970. So that's kind of how the scoring point works. And so it's just me, right? And let's do the next question. Now I'm going to get this one wrong on purpose, right? So let's just say I got it wrong. Now, this is an excellent opportunity. This is what I like about Kahoot for teachers. If a lot of students get it wrong, they can be like, hey, so this is the right answer. Does anyone know why this is the right answer? And it's just a perfect opportunity to take a break in like a fast-paced game, just to be like, hey, this is the correct answer. This is like a miscommunication, or like this is something that's like not well understood by the class. We want to make sure come assessment time that it's corrected. So it's really fun, like really good learning tool and feedback providers if the teachers are able to use that correctly. This is a true or false question. False. All right, so it's still just me playing, so it only shows the top 5 in the leaderboard. So that's so if you're getting a lot of questions wrong, they won't show you where you are in the leaderboard. It just shows the top 5, which is good. So that's another pro. Just following down a gas giant. That's gonna be Mars. Yeah, so it's fun. It's fast paced. It's quick, and it's just I think it just gets the students engaged and allows them to test their knowledge in something that's a little bit different. I think we got one more question here. And the answer is one is hydrogen and helium. So yeah, that's kind of what Kahoot is. At the end of the game, it shows who's the winner. I would just say, yeah, I think it's really beneficial for students to test their knowledge and to just be competitive and to have fun with learning, like especially in a review during a test. I would just say some of the only cons just include the time pressure that might detract from the answer instead of actually taking time to think about learning. So yeah, that is all I got for for Kahoot. I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you for a great semester, and I'll see you in the fall, Dr. B.